So Weird and WOW Hanoi has been truly a visual and informative adventure of yours in this exotic land, hasn't it?
Well, for me, I'm a very visual person, and I like photos. I can relate to them, and I think that like now we have there's so much multimedia, like internet, TV, YouTube, and it's like books are kind of getting boring. So we just I wanted something visual so people could just pick it up and they see something. They don't need to read everything. They don't need to read the detail. So anyone can learn something from it.
Tell me what inspired you to do this project?
Well, many things. I've been living in Asia for 12 years now, and I feel that people don't really understand Asians. They think Asians are all the same, and but of course they're not, and Asians are not the same. There's different culture, language, everything about them is different. But people from overseas don't get that. It's a little bit like when we look at Africa. We think Africans are all the same because we don't know. And so I want to really relate to people so they understand each other better. And I just think that if we understand each other, it makes it a better place.
What is your philosophy of this book?
What I believe is that quite often in a culture, we get stuck on some things we don't like about a culture, and it's just some tiny little thing that doesn't really make any difference. But if we can get over that, there's this amazing wow factor for every single culture, and I want to get over the weird stuff and celebrate that because that is part of the culture, and just celebrate all the wow stuff because that's just so cool. And we don't get to see that by just looking at the main. If we walk around a city and just see the main hot spots of a city, we don't get to see that. We need to see the people because that is the country. That is the essence of the country.
So you're not a professional photographer, but you dare to take on this picture book. Did it require a lot of effort?
Yeah, well, my theory, because I'm not a photographer and I never claimed to be one, but my theory is if you take enough photos, some will be good. So that's what I do. When I'm out on the street, I'll go and take a lot of photos, and I know that some will be good. And that's just my theory. But I have the passion, and I want to capture the essence of the people. So, and that doesn't just come by taking a few shots, because I set the camera on 3 settings, so it takes, as it should be, below light and over light. So that means that I sometimes capture something that came into this scene that I never even saw. So that's what I love. I love to be look through the photos and go, oh my God, that's so cool, look at that lady, or something like that.
You touch on everyday life of Hanoians through your photos. How did you do that?
Well, I've been on the street a lot. I have a motorbike, and when I lived here for 3 years, I just basically always carry my camera. It's part of my body. I have it around my neck, and anytime I see something, and it's not taking a photo on the street, you cannot set it up anyway, because some things come in and it's moving so fast. Some things are so cool, but you can't capture them because it's just, it's gone. So I needed to take a lot of photos to get 1,000 photos for this book. So yeah, just keep taking photos. And being on the street, yeah, a lot. Driving around, I take a lot of photos just off my motorbike.
What are the fondest memories you can recall when taking photos of Vietnamese people?
Well, with this book, Okay, a fond memory. Okay, this lady here on the cover. I started taking photos of another lady on the street, Lak Wang Kwan, and this lady's like, "Oh, come down here." So I basically took photos of, I don't know, about 20 people and kids and mothers down a small street. And then what I'd like to do is like to take the photos back. I get them in plastic, I give them a CD, and just give them back to them. And yeah, that's just like really cool for me. And some people, they look at the photo, or they just like, they can't believe it. And it's just so great to do that. And actually this man here, I'm not sure, I haven't seen him again, but he's like a motorbike tyre repairman, and he was at Cho Long Bien across the road, and he actually invited me for dinner at his place. And so I went to his place, and then his son and his daughter-in-law went and brought some food, and we just sat there, and I don't speak very good Vietnamese, but I had like a wonderful day. And they live in a very small space, this man, his son and his daughter-in-law and a 2-year-old baby, and it's just so humbling that they would want me to come into their home, and I just think it's lovely.
What do you think your targeted audience can have after seeing and reading your book?
My hope is that they do understand Vietnamese more. I'd like to sell this internationally, and my idea with this is that if they can relate to a Vietnamese person, like there's a lot of Vietnamese all over the world, and if they could relate better to that Vietnamese person wherever they are, that is beautiful, that is wonderful. And that's what I do hope, that it's something that can go anywhere, and I'm hoping that this will find a place in somebody's heart that they remember, and so when they look at Vietnamese or they hear it, they have a special feeling about it.
Thank you very much for your time today.